Hey there, it's the One Boom, and welcome to my 11,000 subscriber Q&A. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. And I'm going to keep this video relatively brief. I don't know how long the video will be once it's done, so that could be like a 30-minute video and I just made myself look stupid. But I want this video to be a little bit brief, a little bit laid back, a little bit casual, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go through these questions relatively quickly. I didn't pick too many hard ones, but I picked about 30 of them, so let's go through these. So the first question, if I can't pronounce a name, I'm just going to say I can't pronounce your name. Just fucking write a normal name. Seriously. This shit irritates the fuck out of me. Okay, so Des Peck, see, I can't pronounce your name. Are you a guy? A bunch of emoticons. No joke, I need to know. No joke? Like, people like joke so much on the internet that if you write no joke, I'm gonna assume you actually mean no joke. I'm gonna assume the best in you and that you're not being a huge penis to me. But speaking of penises, I have one, so I'm a dude. Next one is from Agent Cool Z28, and he says, are you gonna host some open lobbies? I would love to host some open lobbies when I have time, if I have time. Follow me on Twitter. I say this all the time. Follow me on Twitter. If I'm gonna have one, I'll let people know there. I play on Xbox and sometimes on PC. By the way, if you're watching this, I know who you are. You gave me a copy of Verdun and I'm gonna stream it soon. You know who you are. Question from a rookie name I'm not gonna try to pronounce because I'm, well, dyslexic and autistic. Yeah. Anyway, so what is your favorite movie after 2010? After 2010, actually it's a very recent movie. I think my favorite movie after 2010 is probably, it's a three-way tie between Spider-Man Homecoming, Rogue One, and Force Awakens. Those are the only movies I've really seen in theaters, and the movies that really captivated me the most. Force Awakens got me all the way back into Star Wars hardcore. Rogue One did the same thing. And the same thing for Spider-Man Homecoming. I really got into Spider-Man again. I'm trying to pick up a copy of a Spider-Man game for Xbox, but I know it's not that good, but I don't know. But either way, those are my favorite movies because, I don't know, like, they reminded me of things that I like, and I think they were well put together films. But let's keep going. 2 questions from Aquavars? I say your name a lot when you join my streams, but I sometimes forget how to say it. So Aquavars, believes how I say it. When will we get a setup and house tour? Show us your crib. House tour, I don't know. Not for a while. I don't think that's super relevant, but I've enough people ask for it on this video. Maybe I'll do it next week or for my next subscriber milestone. And also, he says, Ian, thoughts on Shadow of War and Red Dead Redemption 2? 2 games that look really good, but that I'm not really that interested in, unfortunately. Maybe after I learn a little bit more about them, maybe I will be. This question is from Opa Opa. He joins my streams a good amount too as well. He says, how did you get into online FPS games and what do you think should be the next backwards compatible COD game? What got me into online FPS games? Well, or how did I get into it? Well, my friend told me, our family friends had a son and he told me about a game called Paradise Paintball. I played the hell out of that online. That became a game called Uber Strike, which is kind of a quakey shooter, a little bit pay to win, but it was still a lot of fun to play. That got me into it. And then my friends showed me Halo, and my other friends showed me Call of Duty. So yeah, that's kind of how it happened. Also, Medal of Honor was a mix in there, and Sarge's Heroes. But yeah, online FPS games, I would say probably Call of Duty. Playing Call of Duty 4 on PC probably really got me into it. So it's a little bit of a roundabout way to get to that, but the next backwards compatible COD game is going to be Modern Warfare 2. I will lay dollars on it. This next one's long, but I'm going to go through all of these as quickly as possible. Evolve Jake says, what are your thoughts on Battalion 1944? Kind of irrelevant after Call of Duty World War II comes out, I think. I think it's going to be hard for it to compete with a AAA game, but I'll probably pick it up and try it out when it comes out. Favorite TV show? That one's kind of hard. I'm really enjoying watching Steven Universe right now. That's actually a really charming and fun cartoon. I love it. But then we also have shows like Doctor Who, Supernatural. I like The Flash on CW, actually, that's pretty good. Stargate SG-1 is a longtime favorite show of mine. And the Ninja Turtle show, the TMNT show, I think it started in 2004 or 3. It was on 4Kids. This is the 4Kids TV Ninja Turtle show. I think that might be my favorite overall TV show ever. Best Lego creation, and do you still have it? It's funny that he mentions that because I actually have it right here. It was on the table behind me. With the magic of editing, it's in my hands now. And I love this little ship that I made. It was a little plain ship thing. I made it years ago, and it's compact. It can fit 2 minifigures inside of it. I just really like the design of it. Looking back at it, I was, I think, around 10 when I made this. 10 or 11, so it's been around 9 to 8 years since I built this, and it's still been together with some minor alterations to it. And yeah, it's good. Looking at it like as an adult now, I still see like there's some good design here, and I think it's a really good set made with some old Agents pieces, and even the back's like, it's not pretty, but it's really sturdy. Like you can toss this thing around and it's like not gonna break. I made it when I was young, and I wanted it to be durable because I played with my Legos kind of rough. And you know, I'm just gonna park this next to my Ninjago mech and my Milano. Favorite gun in any FPS game? Probably the G36 in any FPS game. How did you meet your girlfriend? I met her through some mutual friends on Xbox. That's a super long story, and after several months of knowing her over Xbox, her mom decided to let her come over here and meet me, and now she's here. And in fact, she's in the room over there if she wants to say hi. She says no. She exists, though. Okay. Kyle Whitman asks, what do you enjoy the most about FPS games? The immersion and the versatility. It's easy. Like, FPS games are very similar, each one of them, but they have so many subtle differences that make them very interesting. The difference between Call of Duty and BioShock Infinite is really stark. Same with like Doom and Halo. They're similar but very stark differences. And I love that, and also just they're immersive as hell. They're probably the most immersive thing you can play is a first-person shooter, but obviously first person doesn't make a game immersive. I did a whole video on that, but I think it helps. Mr. Waffles, and he is a longtime subscriber of mine, I used to call him Waffles. I think I'm going to keep calling him Waffles. Yeah, Mr. Waffles. Other than 11K subs, in your opinion, what has been your greatest accomplishment on YouTube? Probably my greatest accomplishment is actually greatest accomplishments, and that is anytime somebody disagreed with me, I met them in a Skype, a Discord, or on Xbox Live, or just in DMs, and I actually, they said, I don't know, really, you know, it's kind of hard to tell with some people, but they said I changed their mind about things and that I was actually really cool. So my biggest accomplishments is approaching haters directly and like conversing with them, and them actually being like, hey, you're a pretty cool guy actually, and I see where you're coming from now, thanks. Like, those are my greatest accomplishments. Other than that, probably making money. Gamertag22 says, or I guess that is Gamertag, how long did it take you to actually get noticed on YouTube? Not too long. After I created, I created my channel while I was hanging out with a YouTuber known as Exclusive Ace, and Exclusive Ace got me to meet Drifter, and they both gave me shoutouts, and that got me to 1,000 subs, and I think that's when I got noticed. Prestigious Key apparently watches some of my videos, so does Biblical Reaper. I don't know how I feel about that. He's a cool guy, but other than that. Anyway, so how long did it take me to get noticed? A couple months. Banana Butt Gaming, another longtime fan of mine, or not long time, but very prevalent fan of mine. Favorite superhero? Spider-Man, definitely Spider-Man. If I had to have a second favorite, probably be The Flash. Fernando says, what's your favorite single-player game? Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts for damn sure, and the one I'm playing through right now with Final Fantasy 15, and also Wolfenstein: The New Order. I would say those 3 games, like the Kingdom Hearts games, Final Fantasy 15, and Wolfenstein: The New Order is probably my favorite single-player only games. I'm guessing that's what you meant, like single-player only games. If you mean campaigns and like single-player things, yeah, I'll stick with the things I picked. What was the most difficult LEGO set for you to try to put together? That's hard. I mean, I've built a lot of Lego sets, but difficulty probably comes from when I was around the same age I actually made this plane. I was around 9 or 10, and the Agents Mobile Command Center came out, and I got that set at 8 p.m. on Hanukkah. It was like the 6th night of Hanukkah or something like that. I got that set, and I go to my room, and I go to build it, right? And I get frustrated, it's complicated, it was like the biggest set I'd ever gotten. And then I looked at the clock, it was like 3 in the morning, and I was like, whoa, I'm up late, especially for my age back then. Jim Bob Joe says, what's your least favorite franchise right now? Least favorite franchise? Currently at this very moment, I like that he said right now, because least favorite in general would be hard. I think right now, my least favorite is, I don't want to say this, it's either a tie between Halo and Battlefield in terms of shooters, because I feel like Halo isn't what I want it to be, and Battlefield 1 kind of let me down, and I just have to wait a long time to get my hands on a new one, so I'm a little bit sad. So, but other than those two, I don't really know. I don't have a lot of least favorite franchises. I just can't think of it. I can think of an overrated one that'll piss a lot of people off. The Arkham games aren't that good. So this person asks, are you a faggot? And the answer is, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, I'm a fucking faggot. Killaboy718 says, do you plan on doing any open lobbies on Call of Duty World War II? Yes, I do. I hope that works out. If anybody has an Xbox, I hope that works out. I also might get it on PC just to play with a couple of my buddies, but yeah, I probably will try that. I think that will be the game where I actually settle down and I just like, okay, there are open lobbies now. This guy, it's hard to say his name, but it's like something Miscus. I don't know how to say your name, man. I don't want to butcher it. So just Minecraft PvP asks, are you ever going to try Rainbow Six Siege? Because I want to see you play it. Also, I love your videos. There are several Rainbow Six Siege videos on my channel, and thank you for loving my videos. Sometimes it's hard for me too, and it's nice seeing comments like this. So the next question here is from Tom, and he says, what's your favorite video you've made, and have you ever regretted starting YouTube? Yes, there are times where I regret starting YouTube, and I just have to step away from it for a bit, go do something else, you know, take a break for a day, and I come back. And I've been enjoying YouTube a lot more the more laid back I've been with it, and also taking Saturdays off to just not make videos. But yeah, sometimes it gets overwhelming, but I don't really regret it overall at all. I'm almost scared, but I'm not, you know, regretting anything. But what's my favorite video I've made? Maybe my snipers rant or any of my recent live commentaries. I think those are just fun to watch, to me at least. So in terms of my favorite video, it's hard for me to say. I think my favorite video is my snipers video, just because of the fun I had recording the intro for that. Those funny intros are coming back, by the way, guys. I just been a little bit lazy recently.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Zandex asks, what's your real name? Also, congrats on 11,000. Thank you so much for congratulating me. My real name is Ian, so you can go ahead and call me Ian, or Boom, or Faggot, any of those things, or COD fanboy, or bitch-ass, complaining-ass, motherfucking-ass bitch. Yeah, go through my videos, you'll find that comment. That's pretty, that one's pretty fucking juicy. Friends here asks, why do you suck so hard in zombies? And do you know zombies almost has the almost equal fan base as multiplayer? I don't, and it doesn't. That's never been proven. It can't be quantified, and it just fucking isn't. It has a community, but it's not bigger than the multiplayer. That's Spike asks, should I ask the generic "where did your name come from" question? No, you shouldn't. Bobbinbox? I think that's what your name is, Bobbinbox? Yeah, Bobbinbox123. Did you ever 360 dick shot somebody or someone in any game at all? Yes, maybe. I think I did in COD 4 on the day I got my Xbox One, actually. And he also says, how old are you? I am 19, but I I age about half the rate of a normal person, so I'm about 8. MG Cow says, have you ever been punched? If so, how was your experience? I got the wind knocked out of me by some kids in my neighborhood once. They just kind of like ran up on me and like punched me in the stomach and like knocked the wind out of me. My 3 buddies actually chased them down and scared the shit out of them until we never saw them after that. For like the rest of this like 7 months I lived in that neighborhood, I didn't even fucking see them. So, yeah, it was just like, and then my friends were like, what happened? I'm like, those guys punched me, and they're like, and they just fucking booked it at them, and they just fucking scared the shit out of them. Next question is from Brody of Hill Country, and he's a longtime viewer as well. Nice to see you. And he says, what's your favorite gun in all gaming? I might just have to be really generic here. I almost said Master Chief's Assault Rifle, and then I thought of a different Halo gun, because Halo has some of the best FPS weapons ever, and I'm gonna have to say Spartan Laser. I love the Halo 3 Spartan Laser, and if I had an IRL, what would I do with it? I'd fucking knock the planes out of the sky that fly over my house and wake me the fuck up. That's what I would fucking do. And he says, what time of the day do you normally play? Late afternoon, usually is when I play. Painless says, do you ever feel like giving up on YouTube when you started, and why? I got this kind of question earlier, but I can answer it for you quickly. I sometimes feel like giving up on YouTube because it gets overwhelming and I feel like I'm not good enough, like my content isn't good enough, or that I'm just not built for YouTube, but like I feel like, you know, that's just a good healthy dose of like second guessing, but no, it's overwhelming and it used to scare me, and yeah, no, it's gotten better in terms of like how I deal with it, but sometimes it pops up where I'm just like, how the fuck am I doing this? But yeah, I guess I did feel like giving up sometimes, and that's why. Cameron Jones asks, why did you start YouTube? I started YouTube because I wanted all of my gaming time to like go to something that I could look back on, and as it started getting bigger, my channel started getting bigger, I was like, okay, maybe this can go on to be something that actually makes me income, and I think that's why I started YouTube, so that all my time gaming and talking and ranting and all these ideas could actually go into something you guys can get entertained by and enjoy and maybe make you think, and I don't know, so that's, I guess, why I did it. Blue Fedora says, what's the best and worst purchases you've ever made? I'm gonna go for recently here, because like all throughout time, I could find like a toy that I bought and hated or something. But best and worst purchases of like games so far, like recently, best purchase has definitely been Final Fantasy 15. Getting a lot of value out of that, way more than I actually thought I was going to. And then my worst purchase was Ghost Recon Wildlands, another open world game with 3 buddies out in the wilderness trying to save people. But yeah, definitely the worst purchase I made was the $100 version of Ghost Recon Wildlands, and I still kick myself that I did it, but I got my money back, so thank you, Xbox, you are awesome. Next one is a question from my buddy Scarecrow. He has a channel, you guys should check it out. How much do you think your goals and plans for your channel have changed compared to this time last year? My goal is to now enjoy myself and enjoy my content and have fun. That's my goal. It used to be get subs, and now it's have fun. And you guys might see a little bit of a wider variety of content on my channel if I want to make it. Like I had like a rant about Jake Paul I was going to do actually. I still might do it. But yeah, I guess my goals have been like, hey, what can I do that makes me happy? What can I do that makes me laugh? And so that's my new goal. If I was going to have a little more of a practical goal, though, I would say that I want to increase the quality of my videos without sacrificing comedy or my kind of old school YouTube touch, which I think I have, which is kind of just shit posty, kind of goofy, and I don't know. But thank you so much for the congratulations, Scarecrow. This one's from I Did Nothing Wrong, Females Have More Rights. On a scale of 1 to 11, how suicidal are you? It was about a 1, and then I read your name and saw your picture, and now it's like 32. Maybe 34. Painless says, on COD World War II, what are you looking... Oh, I already answered this guy's question earlier, one of his questions, but I'll answer too, whatever. On COD World War II, what are you looking mostly forward to? 60Hz servers on console. I play console Call of Duty. I think that's the best place to play it, personally. And I'm excited that we're going to get 60Hz servers. That's what I'm most looking forward to. I want to see a really noticeable difference in the hit detection and registration, so hopefully that's how that works. Berlizzi's Hands? really, I'm sure that's like actually a famous person's name, and I just don't know how to say it, so I don't want to get embarrassed, but he says, can you get a haircut? And the answer is fuck you. So, thank you guys so much for all the questions and the subscriptions, and I hope new guys got to know me a little bit better and know me a little bit more. I really thank you guys for watching this, especially if you sat through this whole thing here, looking at my face and watching me read comments. I don't know. I know these kind of videos aren't the best, but I mean, it's a good, simple way to celebrate, and it helps you guys get to know me. So, if you guys want me to do a setup tour video or my Jake Paul rant, let me know down in the comment section below. I will do it. Both of them will be a little bit different than you probably expect. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. And I'm gonna go. I was trying to sing like Nathan Sharp earlier, and my voice is pretty much dead. So, yeah, that was a bad idea. My voice is it's dying right now, and I shouldn't have done that. My girlfriend told me not to do it, and I kept doing it anyway. So, never singing like Nathan Sharp before a video again. I don't think anybody else has ever had to say that in their life. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you when I see you. Goodbye! When you walk away, you don't hear me say, please. Why?